All right.
Yeah, yeah. It would have been. I would have been fun if I just did this whole stealth thing about you were saying it's always the feds.
Well, it is the feds. I can't believe it. The federal government. They lied. Like, oh my goodness. Can you guys believe that the government would lie to people? Why would they ever do that? That's unbelievable. I can't. I swear. Next thing you know,
Yeah,
they're gonna just start.
The government is totally trustworthy, especially in comic books.
Exactly. I. You can always trust the government. Just don't ask too many questions. Otherwise, well.
Ignore that, just ignore that man with the red skull putting on a senator's mask.
Just ignore that guy. Don't worry. Other than that, you could totally trust the government.
Yeah, and
Ignore Senator Kelly demanding imprisonment for all the mutants.
Yeah.
Ignore Shield black bagging. Yeah, whatever.
And ignore, of course, Amanda Waller. Of course,
Oh, true.
Well,
Amanda
that's
Waller.
DC. That's DC.
Well, we're doing
Doesn't
DC
count.
today.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah, welcome to the Comic Trip
doing
Podcast, where we're continuing our adventures through Batgirl from the 2000s. And so we're doing Cassandra Cain's run. We return for part 2 of the run, and a bunch of one-shots. Mostly. So what do you guys think of it? I know, Chingus, you were a bit confused.
Well, it's not okay. Well, we'll get to it. It was, I guess, it's not so much like, I just don't know what was happening. It just, I guess, there was like that part of the storyline where it kind of felt like we ended up in the middle of like a story. Like all of a sudden, like, oh my gosh, there's the feds are here. What's going on? It's like obviously, context clues can help you out, but I guess like it felt like I just got like put right in the middle of like a story. I was like, should I have known about these guys from like before when we read it? I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Like it felt like I got in the middle of. Like, I just got in the middle of a story. Like, did this storyline, like, start before, like, the last time we were reading this? Or is this, like, is it just on purpose? So. That was my whole thing. I don't know, I'm stupid, okay? How many times do I have to say this? I'm not that smart. So.
Which issue were they in?
They were in.
We started at 12.
We started in 12.
12.
14.
I
think 14, 15.
Yeah, around like 14.
Let me check.
Or was it 13?
No, 13 is the one where she. Yeah, because it pulls out the. Yeah, 13 is the start of this arc.
Okay, let's see here.
That's the one with the
sniper. It's a bit okay. They're no, they just kind of show up.
They just kind of show up.
Like most of this run, I notice is that they don't give you a lot of build up before. They just throw you into the action, and you just have to figure out why Cassandra is doing what she's doing.
Like
in context.
Like just all of a sudden, oh, Cassandra's going up against the feds. All right then. And so when I first read it, I thought like, was I supposed to know about this before? Did these guys show up in the last time we read this?
It's very brave and the bold, and that kind of feels more like obviously it's very character oriented, Like a lot of the stories are adventure of the week, and they're all kind of surrounded on Cassandra's relationship with each member of the Bat family, primarily Barbara and Bruce.
Which, okay, I need to do. I showed Matchstick this when I was reading it yesterday. I have to do it. Like, it took her 24 issues, and Bruce getting arrested
to finally put 2 and 2 together. That was kind of funny though. I'll admit. It's like wait a minute. I know that look. Oh my gosh. Bruce Wayne is Batman?
That little boy has this Batman scowl. Oh,
wait a minute. That's Batman. But also this is not necessarily the comics itself problem. This is just kind of a thing with like just comics in general. I was like, oh man, this is a cool ass story. This is a cool storyline they're going here. I want to know how what happens, and then they just tell you, we're not going to continue that. Go read Nightwing.
Arc.
Yeah.
So
this is clear. You could definitely feel at moments where it feels like it's connected to storylines in the Batman books. What's going on? Because I remember that storyline. I was told about it. Where
it's called Bruce Wayne Murderer and Bruce Wayne Fugitive. If we want, we can do that sometime else.
Yeah. I'd be down, to be honest. Like that sounds like such an interesting idea.
And it's by the same creative head of the Batgirl with Chuck Dixon. So
okay.
This is during his era, his most popular era in comics, him do his Batman work.
Yeah, so I was like, oh man, this is such a cool storyline and that they're doing here. So I want to know what happens next, and they just go, go read Nightwing. We're not continuing it here. It's like, oh, okay.
And then when we read Nightwing, it goes, okay, what's going on? Go read Batman.
Go read Batman.
Go read Robin now, and I'll go read Catwoman.
And then read the Joker. Because
the Joker. So, of course, the Joker had his own series.
Do you guys know about No Man's? Oh yeah, remember No Man's Land?
Yeah.
It was basically 1 year of that, where they had so many Batman books and Batman family books that they could just have it. They could just do No Man's Land.
Like it's.
I was just gonna say, in general, I think it's like what helps is that all of these just kind of feel like, you could tell which issues are just tie-ins. Like, even then, I just like how it still kind of maintains a lot, the one-shot nature. Like, issue 21 is just a tie-in to Last Laugh. But it's not like you need to have read the full storyline to get what is going on. It just tells you right in the beginning, like, that's what's happening. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, it's not. Again, it's not. I just want to read it. It's not the comics itself problem. It's just it's just the nature of comics in general. It's like, oh, you like this story, don't you? Go read the other things. Like, okay.
I haven't read much modern stuff to see if it's just as bad or worse. But I know
Sorry.
I know they just make separate event books. And they pump them out. Like, I know
Okay, yeah, they did that a lot back in the 2000s for Batman. You had No Man's Land, Bruce Wayne Murder and Fugitive, Last Laugh, like he was talking about. You had Officer Down, where Gordon was shot, which I think one of them was in. Yeah.
Yeah, if that was the first one, issue 12.
They had just like a bunch of them at the same time.
Yeah. Which definitely, like, those issues, like, I think the one that I liked the most out of the tie-in ones was definitely the last one, because it just felt the most self-contained.
Yeah, it's like a tie-in issue where, you know, one of the henchmen shows up and they have a little fight, and that's it. Not where it's really integral to the ongoing story.
And it also to help just like develop the relationship between Cassandra, spoiler, and Barbara. So on that. Yeah, so what is your favorite issue, guys?
My favorite issue? I'm not sure. I think it was less an issue. I did like the whole I really liked I guess kind of around the end when they started was it oh yeah, when they're starting to pick up the whole storyline with Cassandra versus Lady Shiva, like the whole, because you learn more about Cassandra and like her, like, I guess, moral dilemma, and you learn like how, like, you know, being a child assassin kind of messed her up in her head a lot. I was like, I was like, this is really cool. I like this.
And also, I just find it, of course, with all the jokes about like, oh, this is how a motherly love,
motherly love. But no, I like that a lot. And then it was also like how it is also kind of funny though to think that because Cassandra, the whole thing with Cassandra and Lady Shiva just ends with, so anyway, she died. Technically, it's like, oh, well, she's dead. Dang. And then it's like, but don't worry, she gets better. Like in the exact same issue, like just like a page later, she gets better. It's okay. It's like, oh, well, glad we got her dying out of the way. You know, we don't need to really make that a big deal.
And then Shiva goes, okay, let's do it for real this time.
Let's do it for real this time. But I think it's just funny though. It's like, oh, glad we could get, you know, a comic book character dying out of the way. Like, we don't need to make it a big deal. She's just, well, she's dead. Okay, she's back, guys. Don't worry. So.
I talk about reviving characters in comics. You know, they didn't even wait 1 year for Cassandra's to bring it back to life.
They didn't even wait. Just okay. Let's just get it out of the way. She's back.
Just one page.
I think for me, this is not necessarily my favorite one. I just think it's the most hilarious one. No one dies.
Oh,
the issue that is titled "No One Dies," where she goes and tries to stop a gas.
Okay, but that was actually. But that was really funny. But that was also a legit, actually, really good story. Like, oh, that's a cool, like, moral, like, conundrum to put her in. Like, I thought that was really cool. But it is funny though. That's like,
maybe a little bit like I need to understand. Like, did she hear about this execution in like the news, and then she decides to go raid
it was like a news thing. She was in like. She was stopping criminals like a TV shop or something, and then it's like, oh, and then like, oh, by the way, this guy's gonna be executed, and she's like, no, I can't let that happen. But that is such a fun, like, moral conundrum to put your character in. Like, oh man, it's like, oh my gosh, is she gonna die? Like, you know, a character who is trying her best to make sure no one dies. And then it's like, oh, but what about this guy who's on the death sentence? Like, that's fun. I like that. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. It's very interesting how I guess just from like how a lot of the we were just talking earlier about a lot of the Batgirl's kind of issues kind of tie into other issues of the Bat family.
Mm.
Um, well, still doing its best to be self-contained. And it's kind of interesting how quick that story was from the from the couple of issues uh where Cassandra had to steal the physical ID, the physical evidence of her identity from
Mm.
the feds.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and then it had to, and then like this story deals exclusively with her identity.
Mm. Yeah, so that was cool. But Cassandra, you gotta you gotta hide for a bit in the cave. The feds are onto you.
Yeah, so like, I think the Fed arc was pretty fun. It was so fun. It's like, and
That
also
that was fun. Again, it's just like when it started off, like it just plops you when you start off the arc. It just plops you in the middle of it. So it's like, you get to feel like, oh my gosh, was I supposed to know about this before? But then it's like, but either way though, it is fun. I really like the whole idea though of a lot of the stories here, in this run of issues we read that has to deal with Cassandra and like her moral conundrum of like oh her killing, because it's really interesting because like I think Cassandra's such a fascinating idea of a character. Like, she's like Bruce in that, like, she doesn't she despises killing. She doesn't want anyone to die, but unlike Bruce, like she is 100% responsible for like the death that, like, well, not 100% responsible, like, she did, like, kill someone before. Like, that's such a fun idea, like, oh, someone who killed before, but, like, doesn't want to do that anymore. Like, that's cool.
I also kind of see her and Bruce as like, she is basically Bruce Wayne if he went all in on the mission. Like, that mindset. Like, she does not give a crap about her identity, about having a life outside.
It's the Batman. Oh my gosh! Did Matt Reeves rip off from Batgirl this whole time? My goodness! I can't believe my goat is washed.
Like I think I mentioned this before in the last reading. With Cassandra, being a very straightforward character. Because like it's kind of fun how, like, very half of the issues aren't very dialogue heavy because she's a very mute character, in the sense that she only really ever says one or two words. But like I think what's very interesting about the Cassandra Cain having to come to grips with killing, as opposed to current discussion around like Batman, or even by extension Damian, is that Cassandra's just kind of shown outright to be a lot more of a compassionate character.
She did try to stop a public execution of a murderer.
Yeah, but like she did, but like, again, it's like, oh man, no one has to die.
Yeah, because what I meant is that she went all that way to go and interrupt this, just so that the possibility that he could change, and having the grips in the reality of like that won't bring my daughter back, like that story, like with the mother.
Yeah. Yes, Cassandra's just such a fun character. I really like her.
I do too. She also I don't think it's used 100% as well as it could, except for maybe like spoiler or nah. I think nah. She also provides a lot of potential really good dynamics with the rest of the Bat family members. Like they do it well with basically everybody. She has a very fun dynamic with, except for I haven't seen much of her in Nightwing. But the mom and dad relationship with Bruce and Barbara, the sort of sisterly best friend with Cassandra, sort of like kind of a brotherly slash somewhat of a crush between her and Robin.
I just love that, just like that whole dynamic where he goes like him just being so nervous, him being kind of intimidated.
It's like, sorry, I'm gonna be honest, Cassandra. I was kind of nervous about you, considering you killed a man and all that. But hey, no, you're cool though. I realize that now. We're cool.
It's just so funny that this is Tim Drake of all Robins, the one that went to Batman at his most broodiest and most vigilante, and basically goes, "Yeah, I know you're Batman. Make me your Robin so that you can be happy."
Wait,
I also feel like Tim Drake is like the classic, the sort of classic Tim Drake is like he's the least. He's the most normal of all the Bat family and the least acclimated to the superheroics. And so that kind of adds into the aspect where it's like, wow, basically silent super soldier Batgirl. Okay. How do I approach it?
Oh boy. It's like, that's a lot. I'm not gonna lie, this is a little uncomfortable. Oh boy. So.
And then the great dynamic with spoiler, where spoiler speak. With the comparisons between the TMNT and the Robins is not unfathomable. It kind of matches up. And then people, Nightwing with Leo, Red Hood with Raph, Tim with Donnie. It all matches up, and then everybody looks at looks at like, does Mikey is Mikey is Mikey Damien? No, Mikey is not Damien.
No, Mikey is not Damien.
No, you see, Damian Wayne is Casey Jones.
Yes, closest.
I guess, kinda, yeah.
Like,
but Mikey is Steph. Spoiler. Which is sort of the goofy one. Sort of Steph is. It's sort of a bit of a
goofball.
A little bit of a goofball. Goofball chatterbox. So compare her to super serious, but still kind of laconic in a sassy and laconic way. Cassandra, they meshed really well.
Wait, does that mean Cassandra is Karai?
She's Karai.
Because Barbara is clearly April O'Neil.
Yeah, but that's just because I'm not gonna lie.
Guys, that means Mutant Madness had it right with Leo being interested in April.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. Just real quick tangent. When you mentioned Karai, all I could think about is specifically the one from the 2012 like animated series, and all I could think about was just all I could think about now is just Leo. No, that is technically your sister. I don't care if you're not related by blood. Stop.
Listen, TMNT guys, you can have Leo being the sister of Karai, or you can have Leo dating Karai. You could have one or the other. You can't have both.
You can't have both. So,
look, that's the problem when you have April O'Neil having in a relationship between Donatello and Casey Jones. Donatello of all people.
Well, the thing with Donnie was kind of more of like a one-sided crush than anything else. But it's just...
I kind of like the joke. But I was like, it should just leave it as a joke.
Well, great. If the Robins are all just turtles, would I don't know, would that be okay then? If someone started hitting on Cassandra, or is that like, I don't know? Because, you know, you technically...
Well, it gets weirder because, you know, Karai gets dumped into mutagen and becomes a snake lady.
Cassandra's gonna become a snake monster. No, Robin,
okay.
Don't do it.
Well, wouldn't Karai fit more Talia al Ghul?
Talia?
You know, daughter of Shredder, Ra's al Ghul.
So wait, does that make Bruce Wayne and Splinter in that way?
I mean,
yes.
I mean, kind of, yeah.
I mean, who else is he gonna be? Alfred?
He's gonna be Alfred.
Okay, we're gonna go off track. We're getting
off track.
Okay.
We're getting off track.
It is a fun conversation for later. But
look, if we ever decide to do like what comics on Hinge or something like,
we do. What was it? The Sonic Justice League crossover, but with TMNT and Batman and the Robins.
Like another TMNT Batman crossover.
Another TMNT crossover.
Except we put the turtles in the costumes.
This is where I watched my parents die. Hey, Raphael. Bummer.
No. It would be this is where the Joker beat me with a crowbar and blew me up, Raphael.
Yeah, that's right.
They travel all across the world just to get into that foreign country.
Like,
it's just that would be funny. It's just but you get back on track though. Like, I don't know. I there's not really too much to say actually when it comes to these issues.
Sorry, last thing.
Yeah,
she does. So Damian and Cassandra do have a good dynamic too.
Okay.
I don't know. I know what it is on Damian's side, but I don't know about Cassandra. But Damian has a crush on her.
Huh. Is Damian
kind of funny?
Would Damian at this point be less of a little shit?
A little kid crush, but I mean, it's like
Damian at this point is
it would have been right before New 52. Like literally right before New 52.
Like Damian did not exist at this point.
Yeah.
Was not even thought of.
Well, no. I'm not sure about that. Because he was a concept way before.
Yeah.
So Damian actually has a history before he actually and then else. He was an Elseworlds character. That was eventually brought in during a few storylines.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
And
like,
it's actually earlier than you think that it was brought in.
Like, technically, he was there back in the 70s. But what they did was,
I wouldn't. Sorry. I wouldn't be. I think using the back in the 70s line is a bit like that's cheating at that point. But
it is cheating. But just to explain, essentially, the concept is that Talia al Ghul and Bruce got together during a storyline. And then she said she gave birth to a son, and that son died, or like put a.
Oh!
Put adoption.
Oh, okay. Damn, Damien died in childbirth? Oh, gosh.
Like that's what's supposed to happen. Or at one point, it was I can't remember the details. Then it got retconned because the major reason, and this is what happened. They also changed the context of Bruce and Talia sleeping together.
Oh.
They made it worse because they made her Ruthie.
Huh.
Yeah. Instead of being a romantic moment.
Oh yeah, the roofie.
Yeah. But anyway, okay. Let's go back into other dark topics. I got the feds.
Let's go into other dark topics, like the feds.
Like you have that. It was cool to have the storyline where, like, okay, she interrupts them. She thinks she saved a guy, and then the feds just straight up murked them. Like
that was funny.
Oh yeah, it's funny in a dark way. Like
yeah,
Cassie. Yeah, I'm sorry. The person you saved was too retarded to live.
I'm sorry, Cassie, but he's dead.
How'd he die? He was fucking stupid. That's how he died.
The feds tapped his mother's phone. They got him just as soon as he called.
They got him just as soon as he called. I'm sorry, Cassie.
I'm just imagining. I'm just imagining his mom. Him talking to his mom, and it's just an FBI agent in drag on the other end of the line.
We got him.
They closed the phone. And he's like, "We got him." And it's just a room full of FBI agents, but somehow he's the only guy. He's dressed in.
I kind of imagine it more like the scene from Terminator 2, where John mother, like the T-1000 is disguised as John foster mother, and then like for some reason Batman just tells Cassandra for some reason it's like that wasn't his mother.
That wasn't him. Like speaking of that, like you got issue 16 where that's fun storyline about Cassandra and the boy.
Oh yeah.
Like that beta switch of like, oh, you think it's about this guy who's like panicking and stuff, and it's like, no, the boy's father is the leader.
But that was fun. Like that was fun. It's also like a really good like bittersweet ending. It's like hey, is my daddy bad? It's like, yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry. You're in a. You're in. It's like you're in good company.
But it was nice though. It's like like yeah, it was pretty bad, but you don't have to be like him. It's like that was nice, but it's still just funny. It's like, oh my gosh. But yeah, no, I like that. I like that story. It is funny though. That's like, oh man, it's like, but isn't he your kid? What? A kid? I don't. Oh, you mean that guy's kid? Oh.
And she goes, "Oh no!"
Yeah, that was just like, oh crap. So that was really funny, but yeah, but no, but I like that. Like, that's just kind of the thing, though, right? Like, there's just a lot, like, really nice little, like, sweet, short and sweet stories.
What do you think of the art?
The art, I thought was fine for the most part. I think like things get a little cluttered for my taste, a little bit, but like overall though, like it was fine. Like just some moments, there were just some moments where I felt like things were a little hard to, I guess, see clearly. But I didn't mind it. Ugh. But no, I liked it a lot overall. Uh, was oh, was oh I will say this. I know you were talking a bit about the annual before we started, before we went live. I liked the first half.
I was confused about the first half, the way that ended. Like
it was a little weird, but like overall, I kind of liked the idea. Like, oh,
yeah.
And then the second half, it's not bad. The second half, like I like the idea of like introducing a new, what was it, like what did they call it? Well, superhuman sort of
her name
being.
is Aruna.
Aruna.
I like
the
background, and I do like
the
background being untouchable.
Yeah, I like the idea of her overall. I'm fine with it. Like the overall story and her backstory stuff, I was fine. It's just, I guess, the thing is, right? It's like when you're reading the second half, it's like, this is cool, this is fine, but like I feel like at this point, though, like, well, now we're no longer focusing on Batgirl, and this is an annual for Batgirl. So it's like, it's like if you want to introduce like this cool new like superhero, that's cool. Was like, it's a little, it's like I don't know. It's like now we're kind of just wasting. No, not wasting, but like now we're spending half of a Batgirl annual on someone besides Batgirl.
It weirdly kind of just felt like I did read a bit of it just to see how it is. Kind of really just felt like the comic version of a backdoor pilot.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh, do you want to read more about this character? I mean, like I would like to see more.
I guess, sure.
If Cassandra was in it more. Like, like I want to see Cassandra. Not just this character.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can. The thing is when I think about that is like, I understand your guys' point. I also understand why it was done in the first place. It's like, you put it out on a comic stands at this point, like, or a comic shelf, and with just the name and then just the concept of Indian superhero. I don't think like is one of those that instantly sell people on the on the West.
Nah, but at the same time, so like I get why, I get why they did it, but again, it's like, like it's like you spent like the first half of the Batgirl annual with like an overall like neat, fun little story, and then we spend the next half focusing entirely on that one character who they introduced. It's like, I mean, it's fine, but like now it just feels like we lost focus on the titular character of this annual. So
they should have had they should have kept the flows of just the other comics. Just have her be Cassandra's partner. Because the best, like, the great thing about each issue is that like I brought it up, it's very brave in the bold field with like having Cassandra be the main character and then bringing a member of the Bat family in just to be her second. You know, it works.
yeah.
And I think it could have worked in the annual.
But hey, we got Aruna. So, and I guess she's neat. Does she ever appear ever again?
I don't
outside?
know, and I don't care.
It's like, cool idea of a superhero, and then
it is a cool idea. Like,
I'm looking it up right now whether she does make an appearance. Nope.
That's it.
This is the only
Wow. Damn. Okay. So that's a little bit of a shame, I guess. It's like, well.
So there was there were themed annuals called Planet DC.
Yeah, that's what I noticed looking back on the annual. So I think it was like a company-wide attempt to make
to just have like superheroes that just came from different countries.
Okay.
Yeah, Batgirl annual, Batman annual 24. So it's just like interspersed with like a lot of like the main like some of the main few named comics like Titans and Green Lantern just had these new fresh heroes. I guess they were trying to kind of maybe signal boost them in this way.
I see. Yeah. It is kind of a shame though that like some of these characters just they show up and it's like, well, that's it. Dang. It's like hell, you know what? I'll even go as far as saying like the idea of like a shape-shifting like Indian superhero that would be like that would go pretty well, especially nowadays with comics. Like you could do a whole storyline there and stuff. Like hell, there was like I remember like there was a little snippet like her little bio they wrote like how like when she couldn't control her powers, her parents didn't even like know what really like her gender was and all that. Like now, especially now, it's like damn, you could do a whole like storyline there and stuff, and like you like get. But like, well, that's your opinion. But I'm just saying, like you could do stuff like that, and then it's like, well, nope, doesn't even do that. She just ceases to exist.
Okay, here's a fun fact according to the DC fandom. She is her name is a reference to the male god Aruna, the charioteer of heaven, charioteer of the sun in Hindu mythology, who could change his gender to female. So
that's cool. You see what I mean? You could do a whole thing like that, especially nowadays. Especially when like the type of stories you tell in comics nowadays. Like, dang, she'd be perfect. But like, no,
I don't trust anybody to handle it well.
Well, of course, but we're talking about the potential.
Back then it could have been done well, but not right now.
I'm just saying, like, you could have done, you could do something like these type of characters nowadays, but like, just no. That's it. They just showed up in Batgirl's annual back in 2000. That's it. Never to be seen again. Just off to the Shadow Realm.
It's an interesting, like, I think it's an interesting promo. I kind of question just using sort of the annual the superhero annuals to have them, but I think because like I think it just comes from a wider issue where like in the 2000s, like in the 2000s, Marvel and DC kind of forgo their either forgo their anthology comics to be based on a singular hero or just remove them in general. Because I'm like, if Action Comics were still going on and not just a singular Superman thing, or even like Detective Comics, I think this was just been, I think it would be a great opportunity just to like Oz, Batman, and Detective Comics, and just have these international superheroes kind of take over. But I guess Ninjato's right in that the sense of just having the comic book say Batgirl, and you're gonna get people who are gonna pick it up for Batgirl, kind of boosts the numbers and sort of the exposure.
But also, that's also a double-edged sword, because like for me, I pick up Batgirl. I want Batgirl. I don't want a Batgirl pilot. I want I'm here for Cassandra Cain is one of my favorite characters, and why it's you put there's Batgirl, it's a Batgirl annual. You expect Batgirl, and you don't want her to show up in like half the book, and the other half be some other person.
Yeah, I get that. So, it's just a shame.
Like,
I think.
Like if they did this, like I also want to say if they did this with a more popular character like Batman, I'd be more acceptable because there's like a million like a 5 different Batman titles ongoing. Like one annual, it won't. I don't care.
Comic.
And he shows. Yeah, if this was a Batman annual, I'd be more forgiving. But this is a minor character. This is sort of a B-listers comic.
Yeah.
So, and Cassandra doesn't get much stuff, so I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, the thing is that like, just earlier you said like, oh, if you would trust them to do, the Indian superhero earlier around this period than modern period, I would. The thing is that I don't think the comic reading audience at the time would have been primed to be.
Except,
but Ninjato, I want to say, on the other hand, there is no comic. There is. Have you seen comic book numbers nowadays? There is no audience nowadays.
Well, yeah. Look, we could talk about why on that, and I there's multiple factors, but it's not just as simple as it's like it's the. My argument would be it was more of like symptoms that happened. It was solutions that happened in the 90s that caused the big boom that happened that caused long-term damage to the industry. That we have today's result, and then also where comics are just treated as just marketing material for the big companies and initial drafts for stories.
Yeah, but either way, she's gone. So there's.
Well,
And
she's in the storage bin. She
went off to the Shadow Realm.
Listen.
Whoop.
I'm pretty sure us four are the only persons who've talked about her since she came out.
Since she came out. Well, that's it. Off to the Shadow Realm.
In hindsight, it's just like we just stumbled upon like a really interesting experiment that that DC just did. I think just me sitting here in my chair right now kind of makes me think, if we didn't kind of, just relegate Action Comics to just being the Superman book and Detective Comics being the Batman book, you could try to tell more stories like this.
But there's also you also had other series that did sort of like that. Like a DC showcase would have been good for that. True. As well. There's you could always just put on another title. Like you don't have to have the Action Comics or Detective Comics.
So I would say
I'm not disagreeing with you. Just adding another option.
Yeah, but I would just say it's like I think it would be better to put it on Action in my businessman cap, Action and DC Comics, because those are the bigger name comics, but it's not necessarily like Superman.
Okay, what I would do for Action and DC Comics, have the main story be maybe an arc, like 2 or 3 issues of these characters, and then have the back issues be Superman or Batman character. That way you can keep people coming in to get Superman and Batman, but also read the character.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah. So, is there any other things you want to talk about? Any other issues that you think it was fun?
Well, we got David Cain coming back, and we got Shiva. We got Batgirl's mommy and daddy. Oh, we got Robin too.
Yeah, Robin shows.
We did talk about.
We did talk about that.
And we talked about. Yeah. And we talked a tiny bit about Shiva. I would say that it is kind of the important part, like that event, like her duel with Shiva was the big thing that was built up in these 12 issues. So.
Yeah. Which is, I don't know if she's not revealed to be her mother yet. I wonder if Kelly Puckett was thinking of that when he was writing this. I imagine so.
Damn, Shiva, you just killed your own daughter, just like that. All right.
Well, it is Lady Shiva.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but it's just it's just funny. It's just like, dang, woman, you just killed your own daughter. Well, don't worry. She gets better. Oh, okay. So that way she can kill me. You got problems.
At least when doing the 1-ups with spoiler, she can claim Cassandra Cain she has 2 evil parents instead of just 1.
And that she beat Nero to death, one of them. Who happens to be one of the world's greatest, like, top-tier martial artists.
That is true. I do like that, though, that, like, the Lady Shiva technically kills Cassandra, and then now, like, so that way she can have her kill her, like, in return, and it's like
Batgirl's like, no.
Well, I like that because it's like a bit because like it's been building up to that, but also like with all the stories we've been reading before, it's like a nice like culmination of like I guess ideas, right, and themes. You killed me, but I'm gonna stick to like I'm gonna stick to what I want to do. I'm not gonna kill you. It's like too bad. It's like damn, sucks to be Sheba.
Especially with her arc, it's like this is like her version of like in her eyes being redeemed by being killed, just because she has that guilt about that.
Yeah.
One day when she was 8 years old, straight up murks the dude in the style. Also, is like her outfit when she murks him is like makes it so the more creepy. Also kind of funny. Like, her with the dress and the ponytails, like.
Well,
I gotta say, Gail Simone. there's so many issues with her, but damn, was she had the right idea. From what I hear, to make Batgirl a Catholic. So I think I talked about that last time, where I think in Birds of Prey, Gail Simone, before New 52, Gail Simone was going to make this is what I hear, that Gail Simone was going to have an arc where Cassandra, because her big themes are guilt and redemption, to become a Catholic, where a big theme in Catholicism is guilt and redemption.
Yeah.
And she was going to have like a white Batgirl suit.
Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be cool. Now give her a red Batgirl suit.
I think speaking of interesting dynamics, I would have had if you're doing Catholicism and Batman, you might as well just bring in Jean-Paul Valley. Oh boy,
who's that again?
I hear someone calling for you, Chingus.
Me.
I heard somebody in the background.
No, that was just me.
Okay.
Anyway.
No, but who's John Paul again?
Azrael.
Crazy Batman.
Oh.
He calms down after nightfall. It takes a while.
But he's the crazy Batman.
Oh.
He's also a Catholic, so it would be I think it'd be a really cool storyline. Yeah, you know what? Right, a writing stream. Cassandra goes Catholic.
Cassandra goes Catholic. That would be interesting. What was that?
Look,
all of us here are Protestant. Okay, we know none of us are Catholic.
Would you rather her go Presbyterian?
Yes, that would actually be interesting. Because here's the thing: Catholic is such a Catholic is like one of those okay, we want to make her a Christian, but we don't want to make her into a Protestant, any of those other Protestant, because we don't want to do any of the research of what they actually believe and how they actually behave in context. Let's do Catholic. Everyone knows it.
There's that, but the simple reason really is just half the time people are Catholics just because that's the most I guess not common, but
traditionalist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I get some of the it has a clear visual. There's clear they have the architecture that has lasted for hundreds of years. They have a clothing style that everyone recognized, but
there's a lot of
personal. When it comes to let's make a character Christian, I am so sick and tired of.
Sorry, Matt Murdock. You're no. Sorry, Matt Murdock. You're no longer Catholic.
Because
you're gonna have to be Presbyterian now.
What's that Joe Biden meme of him removing the black half of a girl? It's like Giano going to Daredevil. You kids, If you hate Protestant, you hate a Christian superhero. Just remove Catholicism from Daredevil.
I would not remove that. I am not one of those people who's like, I have to turn everyone into a character that fits my point of view. I just go, okay, if we're gonna really
I know.
No, but it's just funny. Yeah, it's a funny image. Just sorry, Matt. You can no longer go to Father Lantham. He's not your Christian anymore.
Catholicism. Out of it. Here's a Nightwing. Daredevil falls to the ground, and now he's Orthodox.
No, you know what? Matt Murdock. He becomes Mormon.
Mormon? No, not Mormon, because
Matthew Murdock had an idea. Dum.
That's second. Mormon's the second. Make him Anabaptist.
Oh, I see.
God help Munster. Sorry, you're saying not.
Here is the rule. Well, we will make the rule right here. If the character has Italian or Irish ancestry, then they're allowed to be Catholic. if not,
if they're Scots, if they are Scottish, automatic Presbyterian.
Exactly.
All right, you know what? Okay. The version of Matt Murdock from like the Daredevil show, he doesn't have the red hair, so he's got to be Presbyterian. But comic Matt Murdock, he's the redhead. So you know what? You are right. You can still keep being Catholic.
But no. You see, maybe Matt Murdock in the show is actually Italian.
Oh, never thought of that.
Where's his birth certificate?
What was I going to say? I for some reason I really like the idea of Cassandra becoming Catholic, but how about this? Let's do a trade. Cassandra gets to be Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Stephanie gets to be one of the other Batgirl. One of the other characters gets to be hardcore Protestant to balance the scales.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. She is which Asian country is she from?
America.
Oh, she does the okay. Where does Lady
she's
Shiva come from?
Chinese because Lady Shiva.
Chinese.
But are you Chinese or Japanese?
But she was raised by David Cain.
Mm-hmm.
So she's not really gonna. She's not gonna give a shit.
Look, she's irreligious. Okay, it's just.
This is we're talking about her being converting to a religion.
Yeah,
I think how about this? Stephanie Brown, Presbyterian.
Okay. This is really becoming.
I'll throw even another bone. Make her mother Dutch. There you go. Arthur Brown's obviously gonna be English with a name like that, but her mother can be Dutch.
Her mother Scottish. She could be Scottish too. Like her mother can be Scottish because Presbyterians had a strong influence in Scotland.
Stephanie Brown
and America too, because that's where the Puritans came from. Like that's the branch that the Puritans came from.
And in Jetta, we're getting to an hour. You still good?
Yeah, we're still good. I think it's like we have just gone totally unhinged at this point.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But this is well. To be fair with Batgirl, there's not too much plot. It's very sparse. Like
I think the big thing. I think for me, the big thing I might take away from this comic is the overall run. It's fine. It's pretty good. I wouldn't say anything necessarily like blew me away, but I think honestly for me it kind of feels like the idea behind Cassandra Cain really fascinates me.
To me, it's the characterization of Cassandra. I think that's the big takeaway from the run. he did a fantastic job at creating of the creating the character of Cassandra herself and exploring her. Though he didn't do very much plot wise. But it considering the nature of Cassandra, it kind of does fit. Like if we want to do ones with more, like I think I imagine Cassandra on her own. This is probably she does fine, but also I think even better she would work. She would work bouncing off other characters, and so you could able to have those good plot heavy stuff and do her as well. Because if she's just by herself,
when she's written as supposed to be mute and not being brainwashed into being Kane's right hand.
Oh yeah. See, well, that was my silence. That was implied by my silence. But yeah, But all right, we got one more. We got I think we should just finish up his run at this point because there's not too much left. Let's see here.
I do have a suggestion since how about we cover the truth next month?
The what?
The truth
Red, white, and black.
The Captain America story. I'm down for that, to be honest.
Because it is gonna be the
February.
yearly month, the Black History Month, and
all right.
Because I don't want to.
If you guys are okay with it, and because we can, like, I imagine like this Cassandra Cain Batgirl is gonna speed by like the speed of light. We can try to double up because we didn't do one last month, or we can try it, or we can do this. Like, pardon?
I think I'm good with just reading like a single story. I don't really feel like doubling up.
We
that
can
much.
do this in April, because next month if we do the truth, and then for March we'll be doing Magic.
Yeah.
And then we could just do Batgirl for April.
Yeah.
When's Asian history? Well, no. If Asian history, I imagine if we do it for Asian History Month, they'll be in like November or something, and I'm not waiting for that for long.
Hold on.
It's May.
It's May. Oh, that's not too far. That's not too bad, actually.
If we do Cheng instead, but then we delay it so that we can do Shang-Chi.
Oh, Shang-Chi.
Ooh. Cassandra was the first Asian superhero to headline her own comic.
Really?
Yes.
That's cool.
Shang-Chi was actually in like the 70s.
Could have been DC. Well,
yeah.
She could have been the first Asian woman.
Yeah,
she's the first Asian something.
Okay, that's cool though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, so join us next month as we do a Captain America story about the Tuskegee experiments.
Woo!
Yeah! The feds are always
the federal government experimented on black people. What? No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. Next thing you're gonna tell me, the Captain America has to deal with the government fucking around in was it what country was it? Was it Vietnam where they pretend to be vampires?
It was yeah.
Captain, the Viet Cong go to Steve. Captain America, your country is sending vampires at us. Oh, that's a load of baloney.
But here's the thing. This is Marvel Comics. The vampires are actually real.
True, the vampires would be. The CIA would create actual legit vampires.
Or they'll just bring in Dracula.
Oh yeah, they'll just bring in Dracula. That's true. So that's true.
Okay, so I think I could be wrong here, but I think maybe Cassandra is the first full Asian, because I think initially
she's not a full Asian.
Oh, because I think
David Cain.
That is true, because I think in order to like in order for like Roy Thomas to agree to Shang-Chi, like to have like kung fu with like Shang-Chi as a character, the Englehart and Starlin had to make him half white.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So even then, like Shang-Chi couldn't just be a full yellow.
He's a banana. He's just like me for real, for real. Man, that kind of sucks though. That he can't even be a full Asian. That's a little sucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it was a different time.
Yeah.
I love it. Anyway, so let's end this tonight. I hope you guys who'll be watching this on the replay have a wonderful day, and tune in next time as we cover the Captain America storyline called Truth, Red, White, and Black.
Yeah. Should be fun.